Hey friends, Ryan here, and today we're going to talk about how to prepare your inserts when you're about to clear coat your playfield. So this is important because most of these have been in here for 20, 30, 40, 50, however many years, and the wood will shrink and swell, and at times it pops out the insert away from the glue, or it just wasn't sat well from the factory, whatever. So what you need to do is, if you're lucky, all of them will be stuck in there still. Usually they'll just pop out. You don't push them out, but give them a little push, make sure they're still seated. Go over all of them. And if they're all good, that's great. Reseating the inserts is a pretty simple affair on the 70s and newer machines, because there'll be a little lip, like there'll be a hole this big all the way through the playfield, and then there'll be a hole like this big, like to the level where the insert should sit. So basically you just put glue on it, stick it in there, and it stays. But playfields that are older, like this one from the 40s right here, it just has a hole all the way through the playfield with no lip on it, so it's kind of tough to get it in there. You kind of got to hold it for a while, let the glue set, and then go and put it all the way around. The important thing is when you put in glue, you put it in from the back and push the insert in from the front so that all the glue pushes out the back. You don't have a giant puddle of glue sitting on top of your playfield. But the problem is, and I've ran into this, and I haven't necessarily seen anyone else say to do this, so take it with a grain of salt, but this is what I like to do. Like I said, the wood will contract and expand, as will the inserts, or they'll warp and get smaller. So it might still be stuck in there good, but you'll have like half of it's glued, and then the other half will just be kind of a hole, or there'll be like a valley in between them. So when we go to Clearcoat, we're gonna take an eyedropper and fill that out so it's level. But when you go to clear and fill in this divot, stop shaking. You'll fill it up and have a little dome, and then there'll be like right here, you can see there's a gap. So if that gap goes all the way through, your clear coat's just gonna leak all the way through, and you're gonna have a hump here, and it's gonna go down where it's leaking. So what we gotta do to avoid that issue, forgive me, is we're going to take a Q-tip or something, and either just spit will usually work if you can't get it dry, because all this in there's like dust, right? It's on the other side, there's nothing that's settled or fallen on it. So just take a little Q-tip, take a little spit, clean it out, clean all the crap out of there, and then we're gonna take a little of this epoxy and go around the inside and seal that in there so that the clear coat can't drip through, right? I mean, that one looks pretty good. So we're gonna do that, then we're gonna put new light bulbs and bend them back so that we only have to bend them once, right? Because you're trying to avoid breaking any of these, especially something like this where this relay bank is like in the damn way. So we'll take that off, put it up, clear it, or glue, replace all the light bulbs, put it back, and then we'll only have to do it once. And all our light bulbs on the bottom will be replaced. Our inserts will be sealed, assuming they're not falling out, and we'll be good to go. So let's set you up and we'll do one of these real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, that's about as close as we can get, but we got our Q-tip here. I did put a little spit on it. And we just go, and you can kind of see even that, right? Get all the dust out of it. Go around the edges, get all the loose splinters and stuff. And there you go, one insert. So now your light will shine through better. You'll be all good. So you gotta clean these too. And we'll go over that in another video, but it's basically you get a light bulb cleaner, stick it in there, or light socket, twist it, and you're good. So there's that. We cleaned it. It looks, like I say, it's relatively sat well in there. So we'll go and get some glue and I'll show you what to do. All right, so this is what you're gonna need. I got these from Harbor Freight. You can probably get them on Amazon or wherever, but okay, so you need some acid shop brushes. So this will mix it up and brush the epoxy on. And this is the epoxy that you use. It's fairly cheap, easy, it's same parts, mix it together. This, if you're gonna reseat and insert, you need to clean it, give it a, I don't know, 400, 600 grit along the outside of it. Then you want to clean it with this primer. Got this off Amazon. And then you apply the glue like we talked about to the wood, stick the insert in there and hold it till it sets. It's fairly simple. Important though, very important. So I got this scraper, I guess. I used it before and obviously it didn't, but you don't want to use like cardboard because they'll just soak into it. Use something like hard plastic. So we're going to use this, mix some up and go for it on the playfield. All right, so you mix up a lot more than you think you're going to need because your brush will absorb a lot. And you just take and go around the inside, give it a good coat. Try not to get it on the face of the insert like I just did, because you will be able to see that. And that is about all there is to it. So once that dries, your insert will be stuck. Won't move when you go to try and coat it. And you know, that's what you want. Be fairly simple. I mean, especially these clear inserts, be careful not to get any epoxy on the top, because like I say, you will be able to see that. It'll show as like a dark spot in the light. You gotta work fast because this stuff isn't kidding when it says quick setting. So that's about it. Let me know if you have questions. Next time we'll get on to cleaning the playfield and getting it ready to actually clear coat. I said it before, I'll say it again, preparation is the most important thing. Take your time. This is going to take a while. Because the last thing you want is to get to the point where you spray it, you're letting it cure, and you come back a couple weeks later and the damn thing is bubbling up or delaminating or whatever you want to call it, because you didn't clean it properly or take the time to give it enough tooth to, you know, just stick to it properly. If you're going to spend all this time and all this money getting this good, spend a little extra time up front and get all this stuff right. Let me tell you, last time I did this, I skipped this particular step we talked about today, and I mean, it took my almost perfect job down to, well, that looks a little stupid. So anyway, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below on what I'm doing wrong and better way to do this, and we will see you next time. Keep it real. I sure appreciate you watching.